folks, Dave Nichols here, Little Old Farm. Wanted to talk to you about my cucumbers. I'm a little bit behind this year on my cucumbers. The first of the year I had hip surgery, so I didn't get them planted. And then I had a bunny rabbit that kept trying to eat the tops of my cucumbers off. But what I've got here is I've got a wicking tub. And if you'll notice here, I'm gonna try to get that leaf back. You can see the pipe there. And what I do is it's the wicking tub. I fill it full of water. Oops, going the wrong way, sorry about that. And as it starts coming out down to the bottom, you can see it coming out down to the bottom, then it's full. Now what I've gotten into is how I make my cucumbers really taste well is two things. I put them on a trellis so they're not sitting on the ground. When the cucumber sits on the ground, it has a tendency to make it bitter. And that's why a lot of people really don't care much for cucumbers, is because they're bitter. But if you do it the right way, then they won't be bitter and they're actually sweet. Also, another thing that I do with my cucumbers is I put Epsom salt in my cucumbers. And salt always makes things, you know, just taste better. So I'm gonna try to get me a whole cup here. It's kind of hard to do all this and hold on to you guys. But I'll take me a scoop like this and I'll just simply put it down inside of my pipe here. And that will automatically, believe it or not, it helps the plant in a lot of ways. But it also causes the cucumber to be a lot more sweeter. So if you'll hang with me, I'm gonna go inside the house and I'm gonna show you a way you can spice up your cucumbers. So just hang with me. Well, like I was saying earlier, you know, I put it on a trellis so that the cucumbers don't get bitter. But you can see I've got a nice one right here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it and take it into the house. And I'm gonna show you a neat way to eat cucumbers, but kind of spicy way. So hang with me. Well, are you back so soon? I'm gonna show you a way to spice up your cucumber once you get it in the house. Now, of course, you know, you always take time and rinse it off real well. We just picked it, so it's just as fresh as it can be. I'm gonna get me a knife real quick. Just hang loose here. Get a knife. Well, I have to get a dull one, I guess, but that's all right. Take the ends, cut the ends off here like this. And then I'm gonna peel my cucumber. And you can see me do that. I'm going to try to go as quickly as I can here for you. Peel my cucumber. As a child, I used to do it. Grandma would have me do this a lot. But she used to pickle too, though. She'd leave the skins on and pickle. She would do that. I've not pickled any pickles in a long time. I'm kind of a fan of cucumbers. A lot of people are not fans, but I think it's because they just don't know how to get rid of the bitterness on the cucumber. But they're really good, you know. And also you can take cucumbers and put, you know, in the brine that you get from an old pickle jar. You can stick the cucumbers themselves in there, and that brine will make you pickles. And also you can put peppers in there to spice up, you know, your brine and make it taste, you know, hot, like a hot pickle. There's lots of ways to do things. Now this next part that I'm fixing to show you is very, very important. People always talk about cucumbers being bitter. Well, they kind of have a milk on the outside of them. And if you'll take and you'll rinse that milk off the cucumber, that gets rid of a lot of the bitterness. And then, to be honest with you, the way I grow mine anyway, especially with the Epsom salt, like I showed you earlier, putting the Epsom salt in the water that feeds the plant, mine are just not usually bitter at all. I mean, it's just a fact, they're just not bitter. So they've got a sweet taste to them. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it up real quick. I'm not gonna make this beautiful because I'm not a cook. I just want you to understand a way to spice up your cucumbers. It's very good. Gives you something a little different, especially when you're outside like today. Today is very hot and sweaty. And you know, a little bit of cucumber it just tastes good, and it's really good for your body. You know, if you get online, you can find out that the cucumbers themselves are, you know, good for you. But I've always enjoyed cucumbers myself, especially straight off the vine like this one is. You know, it's just delicious. So now, of course, I want to take a bite and tell you how sweet this really is. I know you can taste it by watching through this video. I know you can. But honest to God, there's no bitterness at all with this cucumber. It's just sweet, really sweet. Good. And I'm telling the truth, it's really sweet. Now, you really want to spice it up, take you some soy sauce and put soy sauce all over it. I'm just about out. I didn't have enough here. I should have asked my wife for the rest of where some more soy sauce was at. But anyway, you fill that, put soy sauce all over your cucumbers. So that's going to give you your salt taste. And then take some sriracha, or sriracha, whatever they call it, the little, I'll show it to you what I'm talking about. And put that on there, and it makes it hot. And I mean, it gives it a kick. You can see, what's it called? Sriracha? Sriracha. So I'll let you look at it. But now you got a cucumber that's got a little salt to it, and it's got a little hot to it as well. But of course, make sure you got some water around, because, and what I do is I take my cucumbers and I kind of move them around and get some of that hot off, because it's just too much. But man, that'll spice it up and give you a completely different taste. It's so delicious. I'm good. So I know you're not supposed to eat with your mouth open, but I mean, talk with your mouth open. I didn't say that right. You shouldn't be eating and talking with your mouth open all at the same time. But anyway, you know, we country people, we do weird things anyway, as you already know. But anyway, try this. You're gonna love it. Make sure you got some water to get you a drink, because it's, you know, it's got a good bite to it. But man, it'll spice up your cucumber. For you people who think you don't like cucumbers, I think this will change your idea, especially if you grow your own stuff and you do your own thing. With mine, I know how to make the cucumber sweet. So, you know, if you once you learn that, you won't have a bitter cucumber, and then you can jazz it up. I actually had a neighbor one time. I gave her a bunch of cucumbers, and she took them home, and she floured them up like you would okra, and she put cornmeal on it, and she cooked it just like okra. And man, that was absolutely delicious. So there's lots of things you can do with vegetables that make them just absolutely delicious. I mean, they were so good, you could sit there and eat a plate of that and some bread, and you were a happy customer, you know, a happy camper, you know. So, but folks, this is good stuff. I wish I had more soy sauce in there, but man, it is delicious. And I'm fixing to go back over to the office here and finish these up. It'll be a good middle of the day snack. So anyway, there you go. There's what did I say? There's your sign. But anyway, for whatever it means, or whatever it's worth, you know, here you come, a little bit of Southern ingenuity. And forgive my dirty dishes. We just haven't got them cleaned up yet. So God bless you. Have a great day.